Una from Oz here. Thanks for joining me in studio today. Back to Mass March Makes. Yes, I know it's April, but I'm still making Mass March Makes. So I got given a pile of tea bags, unused. I'd never done tea bag art before, so I had a bit of a look about, a bit of investigation, and found some interesting things that I could use the tea bags for. So I didn't actually video what I made because I actually didn't know if it would work. So I meticulously took the tags off, I opened the tea bags, I got rid of the tea, and I ended up with, here they are here, I ended up with heaps of tea bags and these nice squares of, I won't actually, well, it's paper, but tea bags have plastic in them, so it's a bit more than paper. Anyway, I actually thought they turned out quite nice, and they're quite a reusable size. So what I made, the first things I made was I used the tags to make some tags. If you're listening to noises, that's my puppy. So I just got the tea bag tag, and I stuck it on a piece of cardstock, and I cut around it, rounded the corners, and then put a label and a bit of stamping. So I did a few of them in different themes. I'll show you that one. I stamped a little floral on. That one is a little bit more car orientated. So I was really happy with those. I actually ended up cutting off the long strings because they kept getting tangled and I wasn't sure how I'd use them. And then I thought, what else can I do? So I grabbed out a little piece of sticky paper and I cut a strip wide enough for the tag, and I actually put on the sticky paper and I put a little sticker of a bottle and a little bit of stamping, and I actually think these ones turned out quite nice. And then I did the same but slightly different, again with using a bit of a sticky paper, and I actually, come on camera focus, and then I actually put a little mushroom sticker on, and a little bit of, sorry, I got a new camera, it's driving me nuts, a little bit of stamping as well. So I was really happy with those. So that was the first thing I did. I'll probably make a few more because I've still got more tea bags left, tea bag tags left, and I'm sure I can use them. So then I decided I will try and, because they were unused tea bags and they didn't have the tea dye in them, I thought I would actually dye some of them. So I used oxide inks and I used tones of brown, and this one I do believe I put some rusty hinge on, and I actually think they turned out okay. So this one, which side is it? This one I actually put a bit of mica spray on it. I've also found that if you flip them over, the colour's actually more intense. So I'll show you close up. So that's the side that I sprayed on, but that's the underside. So again, I just laid them on a non-stick mat and sprayed with a bit of water and let it do its own thing and dry. So I actually think they turned out quite nice. And then I did a little, same again, and yes, they are darker on the underside, or more vibrant on the underside, and I did them with a bit of black. So I actually think they turned out okay. I really like these. I think they will work really well. They could be used for all types of collage and journaling. And then I thought I'll have a go at making some transparencies. I'm not sure what else to call them. So these were made by using slightly watered down PVA or basic white glue, craft glue, and then I glued the tea bag paper to the sticky mat. I put the image on top, put a bit of glue on that, and then put the second paper on top, and then ran glue all over it and left them to dry. So it made this rather nice transparency. They're a little bit plastic feeling, but I actually think they turned out okay. So I did a few with people. That one's got a clock on it, so vintage style. And then I did a few with just floral die cuts, and I actually really surprised how the images come up really nice. So a little bit vintage looking, but still worked really, really well. And then I grabbed two of the images, so I pushed the edges in to give a little bit of texture, and then I coloured the edges once it was dry and put it on a card front. So very, very simple card, just a little bit of paper background. I glued the image on, and then I've only just glued them on, and then I did a couple of bits of stamping. And this one is the same. I used an image, it was just a little floral image in the transparency, pushed the edges in so they dried a little bit textury, and then put it on a card front. So I actually think they worked quite well. So that was a few more of my mass makes for March, which is now April. I'll probably do a bit more. I've got more of the tea bag bits and pieces to use up. I really like the labels. I think they could be great in a journal. I also like the idea of putting two back to back to actually make a card as a page turner. I just think that's a really good idea. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and come along again another time and see what else I can do for Mass Make March. Bye-bye.